Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Meets Lit. I'm Aishwarya. In this video, we will discuss the poem Australia by A.D. Hope. A.D. Hope was an Australian poet and essayist known for his satirical slant. He was also a critic, teacher, and an academic. He was referred to in an American journal as the 20th century greatest 18th century poet. He was educated at home and also at Tasmania and New South Wales, matriculating to Sydney University. He graduated Bachelor of Arts with two majors, that is English and philosophy. In 1937, he married Penelope Robinson, with whom he had three children. He was appointed lecturer in education at the Sydney Teachers College in 1937, later becoming lecturer in English. They are from 1938 to 44. Alec Derwin Hope was born on 21st July 1907 at Cooma in the New South Wales, where his father was a Presbyterian minister. In 1928, he won a scholarship to the University College, Oxford, and in 1945, he moved to the University of Melbourne. In 1951, he was appointed as Professor of English at Canberra University College, later the Australian National University, where he taught until his retirement in 1968. Hope did not publish any of his poems until the 1930s, and his first collection, The Wandering Islands, did not appear till 1955. It was praised for Hope's skillful use of traditional verse forms and received the Grace Levan Poetry Prize. His second collection, Poems, in 1960 was published in London. For many years, Hope was the best known Australian poet internationally, appearing in many anthologies. He got many honors and awards. In 1965, he got the Arts Council of Great Britain Poetry Award. In 1968, he got the Levinson Prize for Poetry. And finally, in 1969, the Intramural Award for Literature. In 1981, he had been made a Companion of the Order of Australia for services to literature. And after some years in Canberra nursing home, he died on 13th July 2000. Hope was a widely published critic, reviewer, and editor. So let's move on to the poem Australia by A.D. Hope. Australia by A.D. Hope. A nation of trees, drab green and desolate grey, in the field uniform of modern wars, darkens her hills, those endless, outstretched poles of spins, demolished or stone line one away. They call her a young country, but they lie. She is the last of lands, the emptiest, a woman beyond her change of life. A breast still tender, but within the womb was dry. Without songs, architecture, history, the emotions and superstitions of younger lands, her rivers of water drawn among inlands, sands, the river of her immense stupidity, floods her monotonous strides from pains to birth. In them, at last, the ultimate men arrive with a boast is not we live, but we survive. A type who will inhabit the dying earth. And her 5 cities, like 5 teeming souls, each drains her. A vast parasite robostrate where second-hand Europeans pullulate timidly on the edge of alien shores. Yet there are some like me, turn gladly home from the lush jungle of modern thought to find the Arabian deserts of the human mind. Hopping, if still, from the deserts the prophets come. Such savage and scarlatus, no green hills dale, springs in that waste, some spirit which escapes the learned doubt, the chatter of cultured apes, which is called civilization or the. Okay, these are the lines of the poem Australia by A.D. Howe. Let's move on to the background of the poem. The poet says Australia is a country filled with migrating people who came from many parts of the world. And the author, through these lines, author wanted to convey their manners and really what they were. And the first five stanzas dealt with how the Australia was. The was a sarcasm in final line which implied cultural aids. He said that Australia was a mechanical and monotonous land. And he in this poem he was intentionally traumatizing. He has traumatized his country. So in this poem his country was intentionally traumatized by the author himself. The poem gave a negative perception and affected the life of survival in Australian country. The poem reflected the lack of individualism, spiritual poverty. It was the continent with ambiguous state. So the poet reflected the lack of individualism and spiritual poverty. So this is about the background of the poem. Let's move on to the analysis of the poem. Nation, a nation of trees, drab green and desolate grey. This is the first line of the poem. The first stanza conveyed that the trees in Australia were seemed dull. Why? The first stanza conveyed that trees in Australia were seemed dull, which stood in a desolate place. Generally, nature was a charm thing, but here it looked desolated. Nobody cared about it, as many people gave more importance to face only. They didn't care about in the inner heart. The author compared this character as Sphinx, and her five cities like five teeming souls. Each drains her. Five teeming souls indicate Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Canberra, Adelaide, and the people in these were not had their own identity. They were like parasites which depended on others. They were like parasites. The people in Australia were homogeneous. They were homogeneous. And the author called them as young. Why he used this word? He has used this word ironically to convey that they are immature. They were not creative and independent. They are like parasites. The people in this continent were not living, but what they were doing, they were surviving. They were not living, they were surviving. The poem criticizes the attitudes, ethics, and lifestyle in description of the empty land, which lacks cultural identity. Conveys a sort of patriotic message in the last two stanzas, and Australian merely considers detractors to be cultured apes. That is why he has used that term, cultured apes. They lose values and innocence, believes false conviction that being materialistic, numb and unconscionable person is being real and mature human. The materialistic world is harsh and there is no mercy. There is no mercy for weak people because it is very harsh. The world is materialistic. The materialistic world is harsh. There is no mercy for weak people. They lost their individuality, uniqueness, everything. The entire poem is discussing about the lack of individuality, spiritual poverty, lack of uniqueness means nothing is there. There is a lack of cultural identity. Seemingly, it is a poem with colors as grey and green. And Australian poets always write about Aborigines, that is, native Australians, and about their identity in their poems. But the poem Australia talks about the present condition of Australia. His poetry explores the spiritual poverty of the land. It is apt to call Australia as a cultural bowl. Okay, this is all about the analysis of the poem. Finally, let's move on to the structure of the poem. Each stanza in the poem consists of 4 lines and with a rhyme scheme AB. It has a rhyme scheme, or it ends with a rhyme scheme AB. And there is a little enchantment exists in the poem. Most of the stanzas stand alone as paragraphs. You can see separated like paragraph. A.D. Hope uses imagery as a means to convey meaning to the poem. He has used imagery. And the dark colors portray the insipidness of the landscape. The monotonous tribes, he has mentioned the term monotonous tribes, refer to the fact that there is no individualism. There is a lack of individualism throughout Australia. Everyone looks and thinks the same. And the alliteration helps to once again convey an image drab green and desolate grey. There is a repetition of sound coming here. We can see through these lines. And A.D. Hope uses the metaphor to give the concrete reality that Australia does have human qualities. An abstract idea. Like it will have, Australia has a human quality as an abstract idea. The town is mocking. The town is about mocking at Australian culture, their history, land, the way they live their life. And the poet is hopeful and he ends the poem with a positive note that he says some prophet would emerge, some prophet would come from Australian ground who would claim freedom and rights to liberate the Aborigines and Australian culture from the colonizers. With that line, he ends the poem. So he ends the poem with a positive note. Okay, so this is all about the poem Australia by A.D. Hope. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day. Please do subscribe our channel. Thank you.